Welcome to Film Guys Film 411 to help you guys be in the know and what is happening in the film world. Now for today's episode, I figured I'd share with you folks a question that has really struck me recently. Now, over the years, the Oscars have had a pretty rocky relationship with one particular genre, science fiction. Nowadays, they're mostly just relegated to tech and craft categories, pretty much treated like an alcoholic cousin thrown out of a Christmas party 30 minutes in. But this year has me wondering whether they will be more embracing to the genre, more considering some of the films that the studios have lined up for this season. Let's take a look. Now, the first film I'll start off with is Mad Max Fury Road, which currently has about a 97% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and which is higher than some of the more prestigious Oscar bait contenders coming out around this time. And it also made about $374 million against a production budget of about $150. And also, if you go on Warner Brothers' official awards site, you'll see that they're pushing for it across the board. And as the studio's own Black Mass and Our Brandis Crisis either see their buzz dwindle or flatline, Mad Max could easily be their top horse in this race. What a lovely, lovely day indeed for us Fury Road fans. Now next is a film that is more of a longer shot, and that is Ex Machina, which turned out to be a sleeper summer hit, grossing $36 million against a production budget of about $15 million. Now distributor A24 Films may already have their hands full with Room, but if they push hard enough for this film, and if you go on their awards site, you'll see that they're pushing for that across the board as well. It could at least land some tech nods, at least giving it the distinction of being an Oscar-nominated film. Now next is the current critical and commercial hit, The Martian. Now according to film journalists Eric Cohn and Ann Thompson on their weekly podcast, IndieWire Screen Talk, which is awesome by the way if you ever get the chance to listen to it. And they both said it played very well at its Academy screening, and are both speculating that it could be this year's Argo because of how it celebrates American ingenuity and leaves people feeling good about themselves by the time the credits roll. Though with its box office, critical buzz, industry support, and optimism, expected to at least be a dark horse in the Best Picture race. Now lastly, and this one may seem a little crazy, is a little movie called Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Sounds far-fetched, I know, but hear me out. Now, director J.J. Abrams almost got voters to embrace fanboy fare with Star Trek, which was a Producers Guild nominee for Best Film and a Writers Guild nominee for Best Adapted Screenplay, and voters of both guilds and the Academy do overlap. But because Star Wars will obviously be a box office behemoth, if it's both a box office success and a critical success, definitely not far-fetched to imagine J.J. Abrams trying again and getting them to embrace genre fare. And also, much like Gravity, Avatar, and the first Star Wars, which were all nominated for Best Picture, Star Wars: The Force Awakens will be the film of the moment when it comes out. And these awards are usually always about timing and what's the movie of the time. And despite competition from The Hateful Eight, Joy, and The Revenant, which all come out on Christmas, Star Wars I think will still be the top movie of the moment. But what do you guys think? Do you think any of these films will have a strong showing on nomination day? Please be sure to share your thoughts in the comments section or tweet me at FilmGuy619. Now next I'll give a quick rundown on the weekend box office. Over the past few weeks, the top three has remained the same, with The Martian at number 1, Goosebumps at number 2, and Bridge of Spies at number 3. With some of the newer releases, which are all too numerous to mention, all of them either underperforming or tanking completely. But thankfully, once as James Bond takes out his gadgets and once Katniss slings her bow and arrow, then once we're transported to a galaxy far, far away, the box office should be alive and kicking by the time the year ends. And that's all for this episode. And if you want to check out my full coverage of anything else related to film, please be sure to check out my website, www.filmguyreviews.blogspot.com. This is Matt Sinclair of Film Guy Reviews and Film Guy's Film 411, signing off. Stay classy.